Amid a sweltering summer heat wave in Jerusalem, it was hard not to imagine the array of changes in the climate that are so concerning to the world's leaders. With this in mind, dozens of startups, high-tech companies, government leaders, and investors joined together to discuss solutions and partnerships at the 2023 World Climate Tech Conference in the Margalit Startup City in Jerusalem. Partnered with climate tech accelerator UrbanX and hosted by head of the JVP investment firm Erel Margalit, the conference invites leading global thinkers with the goal of mitigating climate change and discovering the next economic opportunities in sustainable technologies.
So people are talking about sustainability as such, so it becomes part of the society. And obviously as a brand, we are producing cars, obviously, mainly. It was very important for us to do something on top. So we need to bring something to the society, where obviously to the cities, to the urban habitat where we are, where people are using our products, so that they say, oh wow, yeah, I associate Mini with something more than just a product.
Some of the things that we're doing today are impact driven. So climate, which is a big theme for the world, is actually using technologies, both fintech and climate, and AI and climate, and city technologies that will allow you to manage climate better, and food tech and climate, and putting all these things together so that the world can actually have the high-tech economy fighting for the planet, just like in sustainability or alternative energy.
Among the notable visitors, EU Ambassador to Israel Dimitar Dzachev discussed the billions of euros in international partnerships which aim to support Israeli climate tech startups and efforts to reduce carbon emissions. The highlight of the event, however, was the latest model of electric Mini, which Margalit, Jerusalem Mayor Moshe Leon, and Johan Schwind, Managing Director of the UrbanX Accelerator, took for a spin around Jerusalem. Though instead of Israel Radio, they engaged with one of the attending CEOs and his elevator pitch.
Balena is a material science company, and we're specializing in developing compostable and biodegradable thermoplastics material, but specifically for durable goods. For example, the fashion industry. So everything that we are wearing right now, there is not really an end-of-use solution to it. This has caused a huge and a massive pollution to the planet. So our solution is to develop compostable and biodegradable polymers that will be functional in fashion. We don't see any other solution like that in the market, that we believe that this patent will bring the bioplastic to the mass production that it should be.
In a similar vein, founder of Creative Change, Bar Stefanski created an environmentally correct solution to the problems of fast fashion and single-use waste through the Trash Parade project. A cadre of colorful models braving the heat called attention to the problem and its solution.
It's like rain. It's raining inside my dress. Oh my God, it's hot.
The clothing, designed by Hanigal, is made of single-use food delivery bags, bottle caps, and even cigarette butts. With the advancement of technology and electric vehicles increasingly replacing gas-driven cars, challenges in security and identity theft are upmost on people's minds.
One of the critical enablers is to be able to secure the electric vehicle and the infrastructure around it, which includes the charging stations, the power grid, from malicious attacks. And this is very, very significant because these machines actually are much more, let's call it, dangerous in terms of what the implications of not having cybersecurity, not on only on personal data, but on actually, real damage that they can cause.
Asked to expand on the dangers that companies like C2A defend against, Friedman expresses confidence while painting a frightening picture.
Think about all of these charging stations under a shopping mall. Let's imagine someone hacking the charging station and being able to overload the battery management system of a vehicle and basically blow it up. Let's look at the other side. What, by using the charging station, you can somehow reach the grid and the distribution center of electricity for a city and then basically shut it down.
The Climate Tech Tour began in New York City before landing in Jerusalem, and it will continue to a few locations across Europe before wrapping up at the COP28 summit in the UAE. UrbanX and JVP will also begin their next cohorts in their respective accelerator programs with hundreds of participating startups. Reporting for the Media Line from Jerusalem, I'm Aaron Porras.